back on trail after a great stay in Trout Lake. Definitely recommend just take a little pit stop. Smallest little trail angel town, but wonderful, great group of hikers, mostly everyone going northbound. That started in Mexico, but a lot of section hikers too, or people who've done the trail and then like redoing sections, which has been really interesting. Had 2 cups of coffee this morning, a breakfast sandwich, so I am fueled. I've got 4 days of food to get to meet Cascade Locks, so my bag is feeling heavier, but I got lots of good treats here for the next round, and just excited to be out here again. the last leg. I can't believe it. Brushy section in here. Resupply. I've got 4 days of food and just going big here, and just brought out 16-ounce block of cheese. So lots of cheese for lunch, a lot of cheese for dinner. Happiness. Spooky. Out of the forest for a bit. Getting some sun right in the afternoon. It is so hot. I see about hiking forest. Like, yeah, there's not the big views. It's nice and shaded. But this is nice too. Beautiful, beautiful day here. And great manicured trail. Right, stumbled upon here. A little PCT logbook. Indian Heaven Wilderness, also known in July as the mosquito zone. Going up all these switchbacks, and look what we have here in between the trees. Wow. This great view of the lake from my campsite. Sorry for the netting, but I gotta hide right now. So it kind of sounds like there's like raindrops, but there isn't. It's just all the mosquitoes. I don't know if you can tell, coming to land all over my tent. It's bad out there. Off to a buggy start, as expected. Not as bad as last night though, but I checked out the lake, it seemed alright. I expected mosquitoes. Once I sent out my ground cover, it was swarmed, so fun footage of hiding in my tent. And then this morning I just like put on all the rain gear so they couldn't bite me, but it's actually pretty cool out this morning, so it's just really nice. Makes it easier to wear all this rain gear. It's really pretty water here, so really mellow so far. I've only hiked a mile or so. But yeah, nice cool morning. Need to keep on moving. Bugs aren't really out yet, so savoring this. But I got my bug net handy too, because yeah, I guess I knew the mosquitoes were coming at some point, and here they are. Going up a lot of switchbacks after Blue Lake, but just rounded the bend and look at Mount Hood. So beautiful. All right, even better views of Mount St. Helens and the trees. Wow. Not to be forgotten, this great view of Mount Adams. It's a totally different view of the mountain from up here. Such good views of Mount Hood. This is a volcano tour. This PCT section is a volcano tour of the Cascades. Just ran into a northbound hiker who told me that there's trail magic up ahead in about 1.5 miles. So we'll see. I think the only time I've really experienced trail magic were the water caches, the Tahoe Rim Trail, which I think is a great trail magic, especially when you have like these huge dry sections. The Tahoe Rim Trail, but I'm excited. So the first like in-person trail magic ever. So we'll see what's in store. Oh, it's real. So lovely bout of trail magic there. Sounds like it was his 3rd day of doing trail magic. He hiked the PCT in 2016. Trail name was Town Food, so thank you, Town Food. But he had drinks, so I had a little bit of cold brew, some coconut water. He said he had food, but all the hikers ate it yesterday. That's all good. Met a few other hikers, one southbound hiker, but mostly northbound. And yeah, hung out there for quite a bit. And now it's time to start hiking again. The wildlife on this trip is a little bit different. I don't know if you can tell. Check it out. There's ants making their way up. Boundary of the experimental area. Interesting. Even the end of the day, keeping things mind-boggling. I don't know. Last full day on trail. Can't believe it. Tomorrow will be the last day. It's the last full day on trail. My last night on trail. I can't believe it's coming to an end. Oh, it makes me... I wish I could just keep on going. I mean, you can't keep on going all the way to Mexico. But save, another section hike in the future. But yeah, just enjoying this morning. I love these quiet mornings. Today I started a little bit later. I started at 6:30, but I've been starting at 6. I mean, it's quiet anyway in the morning, but it's just cool and quiet. Just have the forest to yourself. I love the mornings. They are my favorite. We're at Panther Creek. I'll take some water, take a little break. Really peaceful, really nice spot. There's some nice camp spots nearby as well, and a campground. It's a bit off trail, so really lovely morning. Ooh. This nice old, I don't know how old, this nice wooden bridge here. And here is Wind River. This is another really pretty spot. Get water, soak your feet, go for a swim. This is great. I don't need any of those things though, but definitely thinking if it was in the mood, it'd be the right spot. Get out of the woods for a little bit. You realize how hot it is. A lot of sun. It's 10 a.m. So pretty sure this section's pretty forested, but sometimes forested can, end up being a lot of humidity. It wasn't like that yesterday. We get these pockets where you get out of the woods and like, ooh, it's hot. It's July in Washington. But before I left Trout Lake, I checked the weather. There's no like weird heat waves. Seems like a standard Washington summer, so nothing too wild. Very mellow start to the day, but it is turning into a real roller coaster this afternoon. After that nice foot soak, I'm pretty energized. Had a lot of snacks. But yeah, Getting some workout in. Hey dear. Some little prints. Looks like I am sharing the trail with these two. So I have my last camp of the trip tonight, and I've chosen Rock Creek. It's actually pretty darling, pretty picturesque compared to the other campsites, which I haven't really filmed or shown much of because I'm usually tired and they're not really anything. They're tired at the end of the day, and usually they're not anything special. But this one's really pretty, so I'm just gonna take a little tour of the creek and the bridge. Camp, and then there's this great little beach. Real last day on trail. Headed to Cascade Locks today. I've got 19.1 miles. I can't believe it's over. Maybe I'll do a recap at the end, but this is just for now, but an amazing journey, and I'm pretty sad it's ending, but you know, everything has to end at some point, so just enjoying another early morning in the forest. I've got quite a bit of a climb and then a waterless stretch, so getting a little bit more extra water this morning. But yeah, should be good. Always like to hike when it's a little bit cooler out, so I think it's definitely going to be heating up this afternoon. I think another hard thing about getting off trail is just getting off of this sugar that I've grown so accustomed to in the morning. It's a complete cookie, which I think has 420 calories. I'm obviously gonna eat the whole thing. And then I'm gonna put some peanut butter on top of it, which is 190 calories. You know, it becomes a peanut butter oatmeal cookie. So, yeah, invention. Yep. Thing of beauty right there. No. Getting a little bit above the trees, and you can see Mount St. Helens. You also can see Adams. Seems a bit too early in the season, but I had a few and they are pretty decent. So some trail snacks. Yum. Even Mount Adams is out, so Adams, Helens, and I can see some of Hood on the other side. Pretty great. Stellar morning, stellar last morning. Right, first views of the Columbia River. Also a sign of how much elevation I'm gonna need to lose today to get down there. It's a lot, but I'm still doing lots of ups and downs. I had some downhill I filmed, and then I had more uphill, so I think it's a little bit more of like a roller coaster like yesterday, but at the very end, a steep drop down into Cascade Locks. Adorable bridge. I'm 1 mile away. You can hear the road noise, but distracted by the blackberries on the way. So getting some trail snacks before I cross the bridge of the gods. The last 2 miles are hot. I'm just like out in the heat with the blackberry bushes. I have my own little private sauna here. So it always feels like the last, sometimes a few miles of a trail always seem to take feel longer than what they are. This is definitely the case. Oh, so hot. I've driven this way before, but never have walked to it.
Once across the Bridge of the Gods, I made my way to Marine Park, where they have a dedicated camping area for PCT hikers during the through hiking season. For $5, I pitched my tent and showered at the nearby campground. The next morning, I took the bus to Portland, then the train home. Thanks again for joining me on this incredible journey. Until next time, keep exploring and stay adventurous.